House Networks present the Right House Networks High School Football Game of the Week.
Well, a very, very good evening, Kern County. Once again, welcome back to Bright House Networks High School Football Game of the Week. We are at Stockdale High School, where the Mustangs in black and silver are hosting Clovis High School. My name is Vance Palm. Pleasure to be with you. I'm an Arvin Bear, BC Renegade, and CSUB Roadrunner, and I'm joined by the captain of our squad. Where'd you go to junior high school? Actus. And then, of course, Bakersfield High School, and, of course, UCLA Bruin, the great Brian Adams, our captain. Brian, we've called a lot of Clovis games over the last 10, 12 years, you and I. We've seen this team a lot in the gold helmets, white jerseys, blue socks. Very talented team, perennial powerhouse in the Valley. But tonight, a very interesting story taking place around the Valley with all of these different teams playing between the two conferences, the SYWL and the Tri-River Athletic Conference. So tonight, not just a great game for Bright House Networks High School Football Game of the Week, but a great game between southern and northern parts of the Central Valley. We're all way, and the kick is up, and it's going to be flushed to the near side of the football field. Not a bad run, gets pushed out about the 25-yard line. Let's bring in our captain, Brian Adams.
You know, Vance, and you just talked about that as we see a good return there by Clovis, but not before Darius Rowell can put him down. And you see him right here. He's trying to get outside, Vance, and he's able to get to the outside. Rowell's going to take a good lead right there, good angle, and is able to put him down with an open tackle. So good return and also a good stop by Rowell, so he didn't get more on it. But you're exactly right, Vance. The track and the SEYL are hitting it off, and big-time programs and playing the big-time games early in the season.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Clovis. And the handoff up the middle, not a bad gain. Right up the right side of the football field on the right hash. Clovis High School, as we mentioned, always in the thick of things. We saw last year Clovis North beat Garces in the Division II title, and we called a lot of these Clovis games. Looking forward to a nice one tonight. 2nd and 3. Shotgun. And this time it's taken to the left side of the football field. Tried to get away, but a nice tackle out there by Xavier Chisholm with the tackle.
You know, Vance, the one thing about Clovis, Vance, they're going to run a lot of things. They're going to try to throw the ball sometimes. They're also going to run the ball. They'll spread you out. We know they'll do a lot of different things out there, and there's a nice little easy pass for the first down.
It's complete to Garrett Olson for a first down, as Brian said. And last week we were at BHS and hosted that BHS Garces thriller with Jake Barner there. We're hoping for some of that same mojo tonight, if you will. 1st and 10 Cougars. They're about the 46-yard line. Quarterback is R.J. Hartman. Going for a big loss.
And that's right there by the big captain, Delfino Romero. Does a good job of just running through the line, the splits between the Cougars, and he gets right in there and gets the penetration for about a 6-yard loss.
2nd and 16, just underway here. Kickoff just a few moments ago. 10 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Big Stockdale crowd still rolling in the shotgun. Hartman. Flag on the play. Run goes out to the far side, left side of the football field. We'll see what this flag is.
Vance, the first call right here by the officials in the white hat tonight is my buddy Alex. He's the one that's been giving me the information about the new rules, and we kind of hit him a couple times on emails early in the season so far.
Alex is the godfather of the KCOA. He's called a lot of football games, a lot of basketball games, and he waves it off. He's also a very benevolent official for the Clovis fans.
You know, Vance, you're going to see right here on the run, just gets good push, and then is able to bounce outside, and he gets up, Salas gets up almost to the first down. He's about 4 yards short.
3rd and 4, across midfield already. The handoff right up the gut. Stockdale defense does a good job right there, and this is a kind of a tricky part of the football field when you're on the road trying to fill your team out. There's to be a 4th and inches, and I don't think that Clovis is going to back down now.
No, they're not, Vance, but one of the things about Clovis, they don't get under the center, so that ball has to go back about 4 or 5 yards. So if Stockdale can get good penetration or force them to throw, who knows, but it's not going to hear about it because there's the defensive player in the neutral zone, and they're going to move that back 5 yards towards Stockdale, offside.
Boy, oh boy, hard count, and he got in there. Doggone it.
In high school, it's not a neutral zone, it's just offsides, Vance.
By the way, Kern County, tonight, our game obviously has just one local team in it, so you're probably going to see a bit of a slant from the announcer's standpoint. It's not as if there's 2 local teams going at it here, so pretty much we're for Stockdale. Handoff stopped by that great Stockdale defense, dressed in all black tonight.
And this is Romero again, just fires through those gaps on the lineman, Vance, and he's able to get the running back Salas before he can get going.
Second and 11. In the shotgun, Hartman. Big play from the defensive side of the line for Stockdale. Another big loss.
And Vance, here you go from one captain to another. You had Romero the last time, and this one, Zach Webb, as he makes the play on that second down, making it 3rd and long.
Throw over the middle. Oh, beautiful pass. What a nice toss from Hartman. And it was intended out there for Logan Posal. And Posal couldn't reel it in. What a nice toss that was.
Well, Vance can see right here, good protection, good throw, and Posal has just to catch that one. There's no other way to say that, Vance. That's got to be in his hands. He's got to pull it down for the Cougars.
Brings up 4th and 12. And now we'll see the punt team for the Cougars come on. It's a low one. Takes a wicked bounce out of bounds, and it looks like it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 19-yard line. So the Stockdale Mustang defense holds. And now we'll get a chance to see this double-edged sword for the running game for Stockdale. All eyes have been, of course, on DJ Martin, but there's somebody else now that's really, really playing well, and I'll let you do the introductions to Wood.
You know, that's young Anthony Wood, and I know his dad. We played back in the day playing basketball together. But right now, that's not Wood. That's Mr. Martin just coming right in your living room, right up the middle. And the thing about him is, Vance, he's strong, powerful, and fast. And then you have Mr. Wood, Anthony, who can come in, and he's going to be slash and speed as well.
Well, one of the big stories for this Stockdale Mustang team is their offensive line this year, anchored by that right tackle and George Gonzalez, 6'3", 230, but they go to the left side this time. Here's a pitch, some great downfield blocking, and look at Martin go. What a nice run. Sorry, that's Anthony Wood again. So Wood gets it again to the left side. Look out, Kern County. Here come the Mustangs.
You know, fans, and just what a great read by here from Wood. He's going to be very patient. He's going to hesitate, sets up his blocker and Webb does a great job of driving down, takes out 2 guys, and then Anthony Woods comes down and he picks up a big yardage. Come on, GJ.
Under 7 to go here in this first quarter. Just underway. Great football night. Hottest day of the year so far for this 2012 school year. We thought the nice weather was here to stay last week, and then pow, 102 today, September 14th. A pitch out to the right side, and on the receiving end of the pitch is Xavier Chisholm, and he's right down about the line of scrimmage. Should bring up about a 3rd and 7.
And you know, right there, great penetration again by Silas, who on offense runs the ball, but on defense got upfield, forced the running back to turn inside to the help, and they were able to get him for a short gain.
3rd and 7. They're going to stay on the ground. Martin keeps his legs going. Boy, is that a nice run by Dion Martin. Took a big hit early, Brian, and just kept the legs going.
Well, Vance, that's what I talked about, his power. And this is what Coach Snow has the luxury of calling 25. Able to run through 1 tackle and then carries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players for the first down. Boy, it makes the coach look good.
A wobbly pass that goes out of bounds.
There's Mr. Hans, the athletic director here at Stockdale on the right. You know, Vance, and I like that right there. You ran the ball well. You have them sucked in on the running game. See if you can't pop a pass out there in the flats, get some nice one-on-one coverage, and the receiver is open, just a little bit better throw, and they have some business going on.
It's a run to the left side. Can he get outside? Nice job by that Clovis defense. A really good effort out there to stay with it. They strung that thing all the way out to the near side, and as fast as these Stockdale running backs are, nice job by these Clovis linebackers.
Yeah, good job right there forcing out, and then other guys coming inside out so they can push them towards that sideline and use the sideline as an extra tackler.
Anthony Wood, 5'10", 176-pound junior. Dion Martin, 5'10", 190-pound senior, as they grinded up the left side of the field. And it looks like that's going to be a first down Mustangs. Awfully good ground game so far.
You know, Vance, and that's their bread and butter, and they're going to grind it out. And they got guys that are home run hitters, so if they get out in space, they're going to be able to go the distance.
1st and 10. Martin right behind, and they hand the ball to Wood. Wood cuts up, looking for some grass, and he finds some. Brought down about the 15-yard line. And, you know, when you have a decoy in Dion Martin, that sure helps Anthony Wood.
Oh, you're exactly right, Vance. You know, everybody's going to Martin thinking he has the ball, so he's bringing in 3-4 guys. And then the Stockdale offensive line, they're doing a good job of opening up holes for Wood to go into.
2nd and 1, 4:40 remains here in this first quarter. Quarterback is Drew Allen. They've yet to go to the air. And a nice hard run by Chisholm. By the way, Chisholm is a junior. I look down this roster, Brian, and I see a boatload of juniors.
Yeah, there's ones all over the place, man. You mean there's not too many seniors, but you're right, there's a lot of juniors. And I just like the way even Chisholm, he comes in, he runs just as hard as the other players.
1st and 10 on the Cougar 12-yard line. They break out of the huddle. And he's brought down about a 1-yard loss. Not much happening there for Wood.
And Vance, we watched last week the drillers run the ball like this. We saw Garza get a lot of penetration just like that. That's what you have to do, is get penetration and stay with your assignment. That's one of the reasons why the drillers couldn't really bust any big runs, because they were disciplined. And I think if Clovis plays discipline, put the pressure on the quarterback to win the game, because you know that Martin can win a game, and you know Woods is more than capable of hitting out the park as well.
3 receivers split out to the right side, and they stay on the ground. This time they get it to Wood. Wood gets up to about the 15-yard line. That ball has not been put in the air for Stockdale. Oh, sorry, one pass out to the flats here. It was a waffler.
And you see right here, just cuts it up inside, and there's not much there, and it's going to be put down as that make it 3rd and 12, Vance. So you got to think that that Mr. Martin's going to take the ball at some point in his hands, or maybe in the backfield off a little swing.
They're going to go to the air. He has a man open in the end zone, and it is broken up at the very last second. That was basically in the hands of Sam McGrath, broken up at the very last second. I believe that was, what number broke that up?
I think it's C.J. Broussard. But the receiver's open, and this is called closing speed. Ooh. That's what they look for, and that's Broussard, number 3. That's what you want your corners to do, to be able to just close on that ball and knock it away.
That was about as close to calling a touchdown as you can get, but Broussard comes in there. Watch this pass, everybody. It is in the hands of McGrath. 4th and 12. Here's the blocked! Blocked!
Off to the races.
Brought down about the 24-yard line, and it drops in the hands of Jason Black, and he's gone. He got down to about the 24-yard line. So the blocked field goal, and it goes up in the air. One player just lets it drop, and finally Black says, hey, my man, I got it. Let's go.
And great hustle right here by Chisholm, because if he doesn't do this and cuts off that angle and hustles, that's going to be a touchdown for Clovis.
So as Stockdale is just marching down the field, they ran into a little bit of trouble on 3rd down. Had to go for a field goal, has it blocked. Now it's 1st and 10, Clovis at the 25-yard line. Hartman's going to play action, roll to his right, stops, throws, fires, and it is underthrown. Had the man open, just underthrew him.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Vance, these corners, if they're going to press up and look like they're playing a little cover 2, and that one was hard to see once the momentum came, the ball moved out and he rolled. But you can see right here, he had his corner wide open, and he threw it right through one receiver. I don't know which one he was trying to go to, but there again, you know, the Clovis offense passing-wise, except for the first pass playing at 1 3rd down, has not been crisp. Either the receivers dropping balls or the throw a little bit off.
Stay on the ground this time, and that's a nice move, and he busts open for a big 1st down. And strong running game for the Cougars.
And that right there, Vance, is Marlon Watkins, and he's just a little bit quicker than Salas, but 2 good running backs so far we're seeing from Clovis.
2:20 remaining in the 1st quarter. Now in the shotgun for Hartman. He stands at his own 16-yard line, takes the snap. Throws out to the right side, and it's bobbled.
That's live. That was close.
Awfully close to being a live football. It was intended for McKay France. And McKay France heard some footsteps,
he
didn't he?
passes it on the 5. He throws it forward. Good job by the officials. It sure looked close from up here.
France got a little nervous.
And, on that pass, you want that ball lower to the receiver. You don't want him raising up, because he catches to stop and get his focus on his foot under the control.
2nd and 10. They go with Walker on the ground. He gets swallowed up. What a nice play by that Stockdale defense up there. Marion Watkins is the running back of choice right now, but ran into a lot of trouble there. Nice job by our defense.
And this is a great job by the black and silver, just getting penetration and walling everything off and forcing a 3rd down, and they can still get a 1st down.
Hartman stands at his own 15 on a 3rd and 10. Looks to his right. Throws. It's dropped. receivers are having a hard time catching Hartman's balls. That was Garrett Olson. Let that one slip right through his finger, so it's a bit disheveling for a quarterback who's putting him on the numbers.
Well, he's got to catch that again. And, you know, I'm not a fan of throwing it short. The first down's on the 1. Take a chance if you're going to throw it. At least give yourself a chance to score a touchdown. Even if he catches that, there were numerous players in black and silver to stop him short and force a field goal.
And that's what it is, a 27-yarder. High snap, brings it down, and it is good. So they get something on the board, the Cougars do. So a topsy-turvy last 5 or 6 minutes here. Stockdale was really grooving it down the field, and they came up short on a third down attempt into the end zone. Blocked field goal attempt, and the Cougars bring it back to the 27, and they don't get it in. But this is a nice kick on a high snap. So first score of the game is a field goal for the Cougars. 3-0 Clovis with a $1.50 left in this first quarter.
And you know, partner, they just kicked that field goal right into our new friends, the End Zone Club.
Kern County, I don't know if we have a shot of it. Maybe our director, Bernie Johnson, can give it. Here's the block kick, though, the block field goal, and it's taken by Black. He picks it up and just takes off, and as Brian mentions, take a look right there to the right of your screen. Chisholm makes the angle tough for Black. He has to kind of stall for a second. Nice job. Our director, Bernie Johnson, hopefully can get a shot of the End Zone Club, because the End Zone Club for Stockdale treated us like royalty tonight. Are you kidding me? The Stockdale Athletic Association Club, we were treated like kings of a country when we walked in there. Huge spread of food, drinks, chips, handshakes, pats on the back. Thank you to the Stockdale Athletic Association. Here's a little 9-iron, and that'll be fair caught. Nice job, very smart. 27-yard line is where they'll take it, and Ryan Haddad with a fair catch.
And there's the End Zone Club, and they do this the first game of the year. And the teachers and the staff, they have the End Zone lined off with the yellow tape, and they have sandwiches and everything. And Mrs. Easter is the lady that brought us down there. So thank you again, and we really enjoyed it.
That is what our Bright House crew likes to see right there. Oh, goodness. Here we go on a 1st and 10. A blast through the hole. Dion Martin. 1st and 10 again, all over again. Dion Martin.
You know, Vance, he's just so explosive. Look how quick he accelerates through the hole. And then I love his power, Vance. If you're going to tackle this young man, you better bring your lunch pail, because he's going to run you over.
Low to the ground, very quick. Pass play, dropped, and Martin was led right into a big hit anyway by Adrian Salas, so nothing doing there.
Yeah, and then you see right here, you want to see how tough and how hard it is for Dion. Usually when you see a hit like that, the receiver gets laid out flat.
Yeah.
He just kind of bumped off of him and said, okay, I'll see you later.
Second and 10.
This is where I think that Stockdale has to stay out of 2nd and longs, even though we saw earlier Martin saved him on one big run. But I just think they need to get in situations so they can keep that 3rd down, like off that run right there, to where it can be, they can pass the ball and it's a short pass, or Vance run the ball.
And Brian, now you have Chisholm, who's probably carried the ball at least 5 or 6 times now, so it's very difficult for a defense to figure out, man, where are they going? Their number 1 guy, the number 2 guy, or this number 3 guy?
Exactly right. That's why you have to be so disciplined and being patient on the defense for when your guy comes out.
And beautiful pass out to Martin. Now Martin looking for some grass. Oh, he just runs. Late flag. Got to be a flag. No, they don't throw it.
That's a love tap. That's a love tap. Easy, easy, easy. But that's what, see, I was talking about. It's a quick hitter, Vance. You got that short yardage. Gets it right to him. Good job by DJ turning around and making the catch behind him. Great block right there by Romero, and he just steps out about the 26. And he knows if he can stay in line.
That's a love tap.
You know, that's a love tap. He didn't really hit him.
5 steps out of bounds. Brock Martin.
Now, he hit him that time.
Now, that was a big hit right there.
See, that's a hit. See how you just ran him over?
That was Jason Black who had that field goal block return. Now they're starting to get after it here. I don't believe they'll get the play off, and it's going to be the end of the first quarter. The score is 3-0. Clovis leads. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching high school football game of the week on Bright House Networks Bakersfield.
Connect with an industry-leading fiber network powered by Bright House Networks Business Solutions, chosen to provide communication services for the Republican National Convention, which meant building a metro Ethernet for the convention that could support a small city, dedicated bandwidth with guaranteed SLAs, a network scale to support hundreds of worldwide media outlets, and continuous Wi-Fi access. We connected Tampa to the world. Imagine what we could do for your business. Bright House Networks Business Solutions.
Remember their first sleepover? They called just to say goodnight. Then it was the curfew call to let you know they were on their way. Now they're on their own. And with Bright House Network's home phone, staying in touch is just a phone call away, anytime, anywhere. Add home phone for as low as $10 per month and enjoy unlimited calling, plenty of free features, and proven reliability. So you can call just to say hello. Learn more at brighthouse.com/phone.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm here alongside Brian Adams to my left. Super Samson Bowman to my right, handling the camera up here on the scissor lift. And it's the start of the second quarter at Stockdale High School. The Mustangs trail by a field goal, 3-0. Nice first quarter. Saw a lot. Great running game from the Mustangs. Some key defensive plays by the Clovis Cougars, and here we go on a 2nd and 2. Stockdale trying to get in. They're going to go to the air. Has a man open, just overthrows him, and he wasn't really super open. I shouldn't say that, but he tried to jam it in there to Carver Tippett. So Drew Allen goes to the air on a 2nd and 2 to start the second quarter.
You see, Vance, that running game gets everything open for that passing game. You got 3 guys running well, not that great a play fake, but here's a throw. But really who was open was your wheel with Chisholm. He was open in that end zone.
They stay on the ground here, and the Cougars do a nice job. Late flag, really late flag at the very end of the deal. So we'll see what that is. So this ought to be an interesting call here.
Personal foul on the offense, Vance.
Wow, and the play looked like it was over. So it had to be something at the very end. I don't know. So that's going to bring up 3rd and awfully long here at the very beginning of the second quarter. So 3rd and, I'm going to say 22. 20 at least. Don't know what the clock's going to put up, but it really changes the idea here on their 3rd down and whatever it is. Looks like at least 20. 4th and 20. Lost him down, too.
So it had to be a dead ball penalty, so the down counted.
Ouch. So 4th and 17. They've started the clock again. And now Coach is going to call a timeout. Coaching staff for the Stockdale Mustangs, as we see the main man walking out there right now, is Mike Snow. And he's letting...
He's going to come talk to Alex and ask what happened.
Right. He's going to say, can I get a little bit more clarity there? And there's head coach Snow on the upper left part of your screen there. Mike Snow, the head coach. Assistant coaches Chris Anderson, Kevin Bede, Richard Boland, James Chester, Danny Sasso, Josh Sasso, Jim Whitley, and the trainer is Dave Rangel.
You know, if you hear the name Sasso, they were very popular from North High. So that's a name that's familiar to Bright House. And
Coach Snow coached over there for a lot of years. So personal foul on the Mustangs, loss of down, brings up a 4th and 17. So long play here. And they, you know, it seems like, well, it doesn't seem like it. It has happened as they get this great momentum going. They get a blocked field goal and then this penalty right here. So they haven't been able to feel very euphoric about anything yet.
Right, you know, it's one of those games you're going to look at numbers, Vance, and really, Stockdale's got a lot of rushing yards, but there's nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
Right.
And really, Clovis hasn't done much offensively, but they have 3 up there.
Who is it says, that's why they played the game?
That's Chris Berman.
Herm Edwards and Chris Berman. I mean, craziest thing. The ball shaped goofy and bounces a lot of funky ways, and then you get into these kind of things where the better team right now looks like the Mustangs, but they're down. Right. Here's a 4th and 17. They rush up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to stay on the ground with it, and so Coach Snow says, all right, we'll get our defense on the field and see what Clovis can do. So 1st and 10 Cougars.
You know, Vance, and that's one of those things, you're too far out for a field goal. Punting is hard to pin the ball in there, unless it's me punting. I can't punt that far.
Hey, you got great running backs. Maybe one of them breaks one and gets you your 17 yards. So 1st and 10 Clovis.
You know, Vance, one of the things that you got to look for Clovis is just have to stay with what they do best.
We're going to get Brian plugged in here. May have had a quick little detach there. Pass out to the left side. Nice screenplay. Ooh, a nice nifty move there, and he's still on his feet. That's a big first down, a nice play, and looked pretty good from start to finish. And it was complete out there to Garrett Olson. So Olson's had his numbers called a few times. You with me, partner?
We'll see now.
Hey.
I'm back. But a great move right there to make Chisholm miss and then pick up the yards upfield for a first down.
Hartman. Hand off to left side. Nothing doing there.
You know, right here, just give Salas some credit. He's really hit 3 yards deep in the backfield, but he's still able to move forward for at least a yard on that play. And there's the captain, Zach Webb, on the defensive line over there. Parents said hello and met them tonight, so shout out to the Webb family.
Big play from the defense.
And there he is right there, Vance, just making a play.
You gave him some good karma. Hartman in trouble. Boom.
Yeah, there's a captain for Romero and Webb making a big sack.
That's a big hit.
Forcing 3rd and long.
Brian said, brings up 3rd and long. Hartman in the shotgun, 3rd and 17 to be exact. Here comes the defense, screenplay, incomplete pass. So not a good set at all for the Cougars. A great series for the Mustangs. And here we go. Let's see if the good field position or probable good field position for the Mustangs gives them a little momentum here about a third of the way through the second quarter.
You know, Vance, right there, defense came and did their job. Now the offense, which has been able to move the ball, kind of sputters once they get across the 30. Can they just sustain their drive and punch it into pay dirt?
Who do we have back here? High snap. They go for the block. Oh, and they nicked it. They nicked it, Stockdale did. They got enough of it, and it stops at the 42-yard line. So a great job by the front group up there from Stockdale. They got their fingers on it, and it turned into like a 30-yard perfect spiral the way somebody's fingertips got on it. Watch this.
And Carver,
they got it.
Right there. 35, Vance, and that is David Claiborne. And so far, Carver Tippett has not got a chance to put his hands on the ball in the punt return to see if he can make a play.
All right, 1st and 10, Stockdale. 9.5 left in this first half. They're going to go to the ground, run to the right side. Helmet comes flying off. What a hit. The young man that laid the pop on Martin had his helmet fly right off, so I believe he's got to leave the field for one play. It's number 20. That's Jordan Harper. Bam! Bam! Stop what you play for a moment. Watch this play. Ready? Bam!
I don't know if Martin is ever on the ground. You see the helmet fall off, but look, he's still going.
He's got his helmet off, head stuck between Martin's legs. That's a great football shot. You know, if you had a camera shot, it'd be a great still shot. .919 and counting left here in the first half. 3-0 is the score. It's been a good football game. Don't let the low score fool you. A lot of hard hits, some good plays, great defense on both sides of the football. They're going to go to the air. He looks, throws it out, and it's going to be overthrown again. So Allen has the arm, just can't get it dialed in just yet.
Right, and what happens a lot of times with high school kids, Vance, it's really hard to throw this corner route because they usually throw the ball too late. That ball really should have been thrown earlier when he's coming out of his break. You got to anticipate that he's coming out and where to throw the ball, and then let the receiver go find it like a center fielder in baseball.
Corey Collins calling the play in, brings it into Allen. Line breaks out. Quick snap. Allen drops back, picked off in midair.
Vance,
wow,
that's
what
your
a nice
main
play.
man. Helmet man.
Jordan Harper.
Yeah.
Harper had his helmet knocked off, goes off for a play, comes back in, and 2 plays later, Harper, it's a big kid, by the way, everybody.
One-hand catch.
Man,
good
oh
interception,
man.
and gets the convoy down the sideline. And once again, after a turnover, the Clovis Cougars are in striking distance.
What a tough kid Harper is. Trying to make tackles with no helmet. One-hand stabs for interceptions. Wow. 8:48 remaining here in the first half. Now Hartman's in the shotgun. He sends Logan in motion. He goes to his right, has to get flushed out of the pocket. He's got some room. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. He gets out of bounds. So it's a nice play by Hartman.
You know, in that time, in that little cover 2 defense, he's going to roll right, able to get up under the pressure, and now he takes off back where there's no Stockdale Mustangs and able to pick up a first down very easy. And they are now, Vance, about the 12-yard line.
So Jay Rositas stands behind Hartman. Hartman throws out to the right side. It's lower this time like Brian asked for, but a little too low. And they're looking for a backward pass again. Boy, this is close. Really close. They say incomplete, but Hartman is just really cutting it close.
Well, this time he was too low. I mean, this almost goes down to a skip. So you don't want that receiver to have to bit down like that. I mean, that's real close to a lateral.
All the Stockdale players are saying that's our football. Well.
See, that ball has to be that receiver, Vance, right in the middle of the numbers.
Right.
He doesn't want to have to bend down or jump up, so he can just get the ball on balance and then take off.
We know Hartman has a gun. He has a rifle. We've seen it just too far out there for him to flick it. You got to get it there. They hand off to the left side. Runner was down, scrambled for a couple of yards after his knee hit. We'll see where the official gives it to him. Clock continues to tick. Just, yeah, he's maybe.
Yeah, just by a half a yard.
The ball was floating just a little bit forward. So Rositas is back there again. Looks like the exact same play that we saw in slow motion. This time they give it to Rositas, and he powers his way into the end zone. Right up the middle. Jay Rositas, a junior. And it's a touchdown, Cougars.
You know, Vance, we didn't see on that replay, but Hartman did a real good job of faking that play action like he's going to throw it out, and the Stockdale players kind of scattered a little bit and opened up that hole.
Touchdown, Clovis.
Well, Vance, you know, this is not how the Stockdale Mustangs wanted to script this game. After last year having that disheartening news that DJ was ineligible, then they got beat, they got blanked. They wanted to come here tonight and reverse the fortunes, but so far the Cougars are capitalizing.
The PAT is good, so it's 10-0. Cougars on a nice drive. Actually, they just did what they had to do to get down there and punch it in. A couple of good play calls, and they got it in there. You know, you mentioned about Martin. It was a year ago this week that the news came out that he would not be able to play for an extended period of time, and there was quite a bit of news coverage about it. It was a big story for a lot of reasons. Very nice young man, and just things didn't go well, didn't go right, and he couldn't play, and so it's a date that you know, Stockdale remembers, and now it's a long time ago, but it is the anniversary of that night, and the Mustangs would like nothing more, would love nothing more than to kind of get rid of that whole vibe tonight with a big win over a very good Clovis team. This Clovis team looks good tonight, B.
They do, you know, and they're very focused. I mean, really, Vance, again, the special teams and their defense have created two big plays to put them on 10, because the offense really hasn't shown much. You know, they're going to really come out and dominate like they did last year. Now, they're kicking the ball off to DJ Martin when he knows it's dangerous, but this is younger Darius Rao, and he has a lot of speed, Vance, and is a big play player potential. So you got to be careful kicking the ball off to either one of these players.
Let's see it. We want to see it. Short kick. They've done their homework, and I think it's Haddad again. So Haddad doing the best job ever of just grabbing that kick and getting down with it. No problems, no struggles, no issues. Let's just give our offense a chance to get rolling here. 1st and 10 Stockdale. They trailed 10-0. 7:49 remains here in this first half. I'm Vance Palm. I'm joined, as always, by Brian Adams. And Sammy Bowman's with me up here. I stepped to my right just a little bit, and I slipped, and I thought I was going down. And passed just over the outstretched hands of Delfino Romero. So we'll bring up 2nd and 10. So Coach Snow goes to the air right away.
You know, and they just haven't been able to connect. Again, it's good coverage. You know, you're seeing right there, there's two players. It almost has to be a perfect pass. If anything, the ball has to be more away towards the Stockdale sideline.
2nd and 10 on a run play. Not much happening, about a 3rd and 8 now.
And what's happening now, Vance, is the Clovis defense is settling down and they're playing good assignment football. You know, they're just going to pay attention to who they have. They're not going to say we're going to send 5 guys to DJ. We'll send those 2 guys or whoever has an assignment and let them stop him, and then the other guys stop Wood and Chisholm.
I think you're hearing through our microphones what we're feeling, and that's a strong northwestern breeze coming at us. Pretty good. Play action, tosses it up, and it's lost out there and caught! Whoa! Oh boy, Corey Collins comes down with a ball that got caught up in the wind. It was flailing. You'll see it here in the replay.
You see the ball, the wind held, but good concentration by Corey. Able to fight through the wind, watch the ball move on him, and then also the concentration of once the defender went by, and he was able to make a big play and a much-needed play for the Stockdale offense.
Boy, it sure was, Brian. It couldn't have come too soon. Now it's 1st and 10. They're across midfield. They're going to go behind Gonzalez. Oh, big hit. That was a huge hit, Kern County.
Now that's what a linebacker is supposed to do, Vance. And this is called filling the hole. And he fills it and puts Wood down. But I like the way Wood popped back up and he's ready to go.
Goodness. What a hit. They run to the left side. This time it's Wood. Wood looking for some room. Wood picks up a 1st down. He was surrounded, had a ton of guys there, and just decided to go on down, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And Vance, this is the way to come back right here. Hits the hole hard, not thinking about what happened last time. Tried a little spin move, but good job right there by 22. And that is Jason Black of the Clovis defense of not going for it and securing a tackle so it doesn't get much of a bigger gain. But Stockdale Vance is moving well again. Let's see if they can keep it going.
.547. They're going to go on the ground again. This time it's Martin. Martin gets tripped up, line of scrimmage, no gain, 2nd down.
I said they're doing a much better job in this corner, Vance, the Clovis Cougars, of keying on Martin and having the guy stay home. And you notice now, they're not trying to hit him high. They're going low, trying to wrap up on his ankles, and another guy come in and finish it off.
2nd and 10. Allen, the quarterback, gets him up to the line of scrimmage. He looks like he wants to throw. He's going to throw. This time he has to get rid of it. He's under duress. Throws it to the sidelines. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. So Clovis defense.
On the window for the slant went out real quick. And then he made a smart decision not to try to fit it between the linebackers and then just got rid of the ball.
Third and 10. Allen hands off to Wood. Wood cuts back against the grain. Big run. Wood powers his way to a 1st down. That's special. That's a special run right there.
Well, Vance, watch what everybody does. They're going to come over here to who? DJ Martin. Good blocking. Allows Wood to pick a hole. And I like the physicality of Wood. He puts his shoulders down and he just drags them for a 1st down.
If he does it, they don't.
That's why his daddy played basketball. He couldn't play any football like that, Mr. Wood. Oh, that's one of my good friends.
You know, I'll tell you what, it wouldn't have got the 1st down had he not done the extra leg drive. Fumble. Cougar football. Another thwarted drive.
See, now right here, almost just bumped into his own player, and then when he was trying to corral the ball back on his chest, he hit that shoulder pad and it bounced out. And I tell you, like I said, Stockdale just can't get any breaks to go right. Now again, can the defense come in and take care of business and get the ball back?
Jason Black on the fumble recovery as a cloud of dust comes blowing over the football field from the baseball diamond. We have a very, very strong wind picking up tonight, and here is the dust, and he blows the Hartman in trouble. Hartman gets out of the pocket, steps up, wants to throw. Does he have a man? Gets rid of it. 1st down, 12-yard pass. The tunnel, the Mustang tunnel that the player runs through to start the game has been tipped over.
And Vance right now, great play right there by the quarterback. And does a great job of eluding the sack. And that's Hartman again, and does a nice strike. And you see the horse is down, and that's about what's happening right now too in this game. They got to come back, get the horse back up.
That is symbolic of the first half for the Mustangs. They're down. Oh, big hit. When I say they're down just a little bit in their spirits because they played really well. They've done a lot of good things and had to just kind of run into some tough goings here with a blocked field goal and then a fumble, interception.
But, I think the thing too, Vance, is here we go for your Stockdale. You can say, hey, guys, they're only 10. If the defense can hold right here, they're only down 10.
3:40 remains in this first half. Hartman drops straight back, throws to his right. It's complete for about a 4-yard gain. Another 1 or 2 yards gained after the catch. They're saying that he stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to tick. Strong wind coming from the west side.
Well, I'll tell you this, Stockdale can get a good stop right here, force the fourth down, Vance. I think they can block a punt on these guys. It was just almost like running through practice when you're going against the practice team.
Drop back, throwing across the middle. Will he get it? Very close.
He's
going to
short.
depend on the spot. No way. Fourth down.
And I like that spot right there because he came back to get the ball. At one point he was on the first down marker, Vance, but he definitely came back for the ball. And I don't know, maybe they're going to quick punt, but I don't think, if you don't get this, maybe the Cougars feel they can't score on them.
They've got a timeout to burn, so they go for a hard count. Nobody jumped.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking at the clock by the coach. Look like they're going to call a timeout.
So it's 10-0. Cougars lead with 2:24 and counting here in the first half, and the timeout is called. Brian, while we wait for them to come back on the football field, what a football game tonight down in Los Angeles. The BHS Drillers against Long Beach Poly, the two winningest programs in the state of California. Long Beach Poly coming off an absolute thumping, and BHS squeaking by Garces. Pretty interesting matchup tonight.
Well, Vance, one thing is you very rarely hear a Poly team getting beat like that by anybody. So you got to ask the question, was it a bad night, or is Poly not that good this year? Or is a team that Poly played really good, and we'll find out what the Drillers do tonight. But, again, I think the Drillers, their thing has been this year that what they've been doing is starting slow. But like we saw last week, and we've seen so many times in this Gola era, especially when they've had championship teams, they just don't panic, and they stay, and they wait, and they make a few plays at the end and walk away with victory.
We're back to live action here. The Cougars will punt, low snap, and this punt is up and it's good, and it's going to be fair caught, and it's caught at the 30-yard line. So 2 minutes, 15 seconds for Drew Allen, the quarterback, and his dangerous Mustang running backs. See if they can get going behind this big offensive line led by George Gonzalez, among others. They also have Zach Webb on that line.
Vance, the thing about it, they have 2 timeouts and they have plenty of time. So I don't think it's a thing where they need to panic. Just come out and play, move the ball down, and see if you can't score in these 2 minutes and, go into half 10-7 or 10-3. All right there, good job. Got to get out of bounds. You want to stop that clock.
Which they did.
Again, good run by Woods. Does a good job of making guys miss. Able to get upfield and lowers that shoulder. And he's a physical back too, Vance. I really like it.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. 2 minutes, 7 seconds remains here in this first half. Mustangs run to the football. They go to the air. Allen has a little bit of time. Now he's in trouble, has to get rid of it. Ooh, and he tries to thread the needle out there to Martin. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 6.
And right here, great job of pump faking the ball there by Allen, and it just goes right through the hands of DJ. A little too far out there, but good effort. I like the play. I like the idea of getting to one of your best players out in space and let them use his speed.
3rd and 6. Big 3rd down here because there's still a lot of time on the clock if they don't get it. They throw it, and it's incomplete, and it was intended out there for Corey Collins. So just like that, Stockdale's got to punt the football.
Right here out of the break, you got to come out that break looking for the ball.
Yep.
That head's got to snap around and see it, and then you got to accelerate after the ball.
Saw a couple of superstars in the crowd tonight. Rachel White. Hi, Rachel. And how about the stellar megastar volleyball player, Bailey Duncan? There was a Bailey Duncan sighting tonight. You know it's a big night if you run into Bailey Duncan. All right. That's a returnable punt, but it takes a nice Stockdale bounce. Boy, that looked like a Brian Adams pitching wedge. That thing rolled back, spun back, sat down real quick. No chance of a return.
Only in my mind, Vance, partner. Only in my mind.
Come on, man. I'm giving you all that love. Take it.
There's people who know my golf game, Vance. They might call in or email in or something.
They can say, hey, man, when's the last time Palm played with you? All right, $1:47 remaining here in this first half. Hartman's been dangerous. They've struck for a touchdown and a field goal. And with 1:47, you know the Cougars are going to try to make something happen again. Hartman. Steady, stands in there, fires, and a flag after the play, and I think that's going to be a late hit on the quarterback. Hartman stood in there, threw it, took a shot, and it is. They hammered Hartman after the pass.
Well, Vance said if it is, you're going to add 15 more to that pass play.
R.J. Hartman. He's 6'1", 185-pound junior quarterback. And look at this, Brian. The late hit puts the Cougars now at the Stockdale 43-yard line. So with 1:38, and we'll see a look at it right here. Hartman got rid of it. He stepped in there, threw it, and I think it was just like a finger to the eyeball or something. Now Hartman fires, he throws out, and this is complete out there. So here come the Cougars late in the first half. Logan Poisal.
Well, Hartman's starting to throw some strikes now, Vance, and that's what he didn't do in the first quarter. These balls are on target, and the receivers are able to move.
Out to the flats. This time it's complete to Garrett Olson. Olson makes a move. And he was already down. Ball popped out. And that's going to be a first down. Cougars. Clovis hungry for another score here with 1:05 left.
I'll say this. Olson did not read this one, Vance. He has a lot of room outside. The receiver's down there blocking. But he chose to go inside. He had much more room on the outside for a huge play.
60 seconds exactly. Hartman takes a snap. You can sense the urgency here for the Cougars. Oh, and a drop pass out there for McKay France. And Hartman took another big shot. This time no flag, but he was hammered at the end of this play.
Now, Vince, this is the difference on that corner.
Boom.
He throws it before the receiver makes the break. Now, right there,
should have been caught by France.
France, you got to catch that one for him.
He catches it, it's a touchdown.
You know, and one of it is his hands, Vance, were this way. You got to turn them over. They were palms down. Palms got to be up.
Timeout with 54.6 remaining here. Watch this pass, what he's talking about, everybody.
Freeze it right. Oh, you can't see it on that angle.
He's trying to catch the football with one hand on top of the other instead of.
It should be both palms
right
up, like you catch like some bread. You know, just catch a loaf of bread. Or if you're in Seattle, catching the fish on the market.
Right. Palms up. Here's a good look at it right here. Right there, Brian. Good look at it.
See how his hands, they're both, well, he's trying one hand first, but his hand, right hand's down. He's got to lay out for that, or he's got to just keep running and put both hands underneath. But he's also worried about getting hit. See that? You can't worry about that. Just make the catch.
54.6 remaining in this first half. And our cameraman, Carlos Anguiano, in jeopardy of getting a right cross right in front of the camera. 10-0, Clovis leads, and they're the beneficiary of some bad fortune from the Mustangs as they're looking to make something happen here. 2nd and 10. They come back from the timeout. They probably called about 2 or 3 plays, and the timeout as Hartman steps back, has 3 receivers split way out to the right. 1 running back there with him. Hartman drops back, takes a look, throws it out to the right side. It's caught at the 15-yard line. Nice nifty move. Can he get out of bounds? And I think he does.
And you know, Vance, if you're going to play that soft in the defense, then somebody, you can't have this much room to run the ball, Vance. You're already playing back. You got to come up and make some plays right here. That if you're going to play that soft, there shouldn't be guys catching the ball and knifing through you and picking up 8 more yards.
C.J. Broussard on the play. Hartman takes a look. Now it's out to the left side. Broussard again gets free, gets up to about the 12-yard line. The clock is ticking, and it's going to be are they going to call a timeout? Clovis has 1 timeout to give, and they are not calling it yet. The clock is ticking. 24, 23, 22. Hartman stands at his own 17-yard line, drops back. Hartman fires it out there. It is caught. Will he get into the end zone? He does not. So now they're going to have to call that timeout.
Well, no, it's going to stop. Right? Just get your play. You got 11 seconds. How many? They have 1 timeout left.
Right.
Don't burn it right now. Get to the line. They can't start the clock till the referee says go. Have your play and go. And you can get 2 plays with your timeout now.
They've started it. Here we go. It better happen because they're going to be out of time. Will he get in? He does. Touchdown with no time on the clock. Touchdown. Watch this.
You're going to see right here, good coverage. He's not open, but see, we lose contain right there. It's only about 5 total, but 3-yard line scrimmage, wide open to run in.
Clovis High School, 16-0. And here's a shot at the PAT. Snap, hold, kick. Hits the upright, doesn't go in. Left upright, smacked it. So other than that, a really good first half for the Clovis defense and the Clovis offense. Stockdale's had some opportunities, but has coughed up the football a few times. So at the end of the first half, 16-0, Clovis over Stockdale. We'll be back with the third quarter on Bright House Network's High School Football Game of the Week.
At Bright House Networks, we don't want to be seen as just a cable company. We hope to be considered a friend, the kind of friend who's in your community, helping out where and when we can, and who can make rainy nights in better than a night out. The kind who lets you conquer worlds from your bedroom and bring old friends together even though they're worlds apart. That's just the kind of friend we are. Bright House. Hello, friend.
I'm Amar, and I'm responsible for IT operations of 25 healthcare clinics.
I'm Paula with Bright House Networks Business Solutions. We have an entire team standing behind Amar, ensuring he gets the exact dedicated fiber services he needs.
We're ahead of the curve in healthcare with our electronic medical record system. We send information everywhere, even internationally. Our patients' care depends on guaranteed uptime, and that's unique to Bright House.
Bright House Networks Business Solutions, where business gets personal.
Welcome back, everybody. I have like 3 or 4 guys yelling at me, "Go announcers!" So I guess we better start talking, B. You and I were having a pretty good wrap up here before the third quarter started, and it's put up time right now for Stockdale. They got to take care of the football.
Stockdale offense has to come out and they have to put some points on the board. And then the defense has to realize that Hartman and company are in a little bit of a rhythm now, Vance. They got to come out when they do score, come back on defense, get the ball back to the offense, and put the pressure back on the Clovis Cougars. But you have to do first things first, and that is get the ball to pay dirt.
Look at this. They try to go for another little onside, and it gives the football to Stockdale at the 44-yard line. They'll take that any day. I don't get that.
Well, you know, Vance, I know they're dangerous back there, but, I mean, when you really look at it, the top kickoff return guys maybe will bring 3 back in a year for high schools, maybe 5 for high school. So the odds of them running one back are not that great, but you see the first pass is caught.
Well, my thing is when you kick it off, let's say they take it at the 5-yard line, they really think you're going to get it to the 45-yard line. Well, for Stockdale, we'll take it.
You know, you got to take it and then take advantage of it right there. That quick out finally connected on that play, and it's a good job right there. I love the way Tippett got his head around, caught the ball, and got up the field for positive yardage.
Chisholm, couple of yards.
You know, not much there, but like you said, Vance, positive yardage. Got about 2 yards out of it. You know, Clovis did a good job in the second quarter of keying on DJ Martin. Let's see what they do now. And the offense come out throwing the ball.
Incomplete. Allen underthrows his intended receiver out on the flats. Brings up 2nd and 9. 3rd and 9. Sorry, 3rd and 9.
And that's just a timing route, Vance. And those are things that, you know, I know it's early in the season, but that's a very fundamental base pass play, a quick out and a catch. You know, that's got to be completed at a higher percentage than we're watching tonight.
3rd and 9. Wood in motion. They hand off to Martin. It's a beautiful play. Will he get the first down? Delivers a hit, takes a hit, and comes up a yard short.
No, I think so, Vance. He got that arm out when he reached his right arm out, and the lineman did a good job of picking that up and first down. And watch Martin. Finally got a little counter play coming back. He's going to be able to put his power down and just runs the guy over. But watch the reach right here, Vance. Puts it right over the line for a first down. Great run by Martin.
You're right, Brian. Great run, great job, great effort. First down. Allen goes to the air again. Caught, 5-yard gain. Nice toss, nice catch out there. Looking good, fellas, looking good. And that was Carver Tippett, so Tippett gets his hands on the ball.
See, I mean, this has to be easy pitch and catch between the quarterback and the receiver. Good route, good catch, and like you said, 5 yards. Now that opens a lot of things up for Woods and Martin and Chisholm.
Chisholm way out to the bottom of your screen. Allen goes there again. Look out. He's going to get chased from behind. He's got action all over the place. Thrown for a loss at the 40-yard line.
Now, Vance, right there, you're going to see Allen's trying to get out. Now, you're outside the pocket. See if you can just throw it over their heads, but he's got a lot of pressure. And good job right there by the big fella on Clovis. And I think that is Nick Neville. So great job by Nick in the penetration.
Third and 15, under 10 left here in the third. Wood faked the handoff. Allen throws one out, and it is overthrown, incomplete. Brings up 4th and 15 from the Clovis 39-yard line.
You know, and just so you understand, when you're on this hash, Vance, that's a hard throw for the corner route. There's not much room for the quarterback to throw the ball. See, he's already on the sideline, tries to throw it upfield, make a play on it, and good effort. But it's just not much room. You usually want your corner routes to be more to the field area so they have more space to run that route and more room for the quarterback to place the ball.
They're going to have to punt, Brian. Dean McBride comes on. 4th and 15. Who said that? Low snap. McBride puts it up. Returnable. Oh, do they get it? No, they don't. Goes into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10, Clovis at the 20-yard line. We talked earlier, Brian, about the leagues squaring off tonight, the power leagues. 3 from Clovis and the SWIL meeting this evening. We've got the game right in front of you tonight, Clovis and Stockdale, but Clovis Buchanan, we're hearing it at halftime, is leading over Liberty. We've got,
I think we heard Frontier was getting beat too, didn't we?
Frontier struggling. Heard that the Drillers are taking care of business against Long Beach Poly, so looks like the northern part of the Central Valley taking care of business tonight. Let's see if we can't change that up. New quarterback after a great first half for Hartman. The Cougars go for a change, and it's Jake Gatewood.
6'5", 180. Does he play a little hoops too?
He's a junior. So Hartman, I don't know if he was dinged up or they just are so deep that they want to get the young man some early third quarter action. Gatewood takes the snap, takes a look back. Gatewood runs. He's out of the pocket, stops, throws, fires, first down. Boy, that sure looked good.
Well, Vance, I like this Gatewood already.
You think he's just taking off, and he just stops short of the line of scrimmage and flicks it over there. That's pretty smart.
Good idea where he's at and just slings it in there. And throws it right on there to Poisel, and then he has a catch, and the chains are moving.
So 1st and 10, Clovis. R.J. Hartman did a really nice job of running this offense the first half, and now he's out and Gatewood's in. Gatewood, he steps into the pocket. It's hit pretty hard. He's brought down out there amongst others. One of their big guys, Bobby Ortiz.
And Ortiz has had a good game too, Vance. He's been that backfield with Zach Webb and Romero all night long.
2nd and 12, Gatewood. Play action out to the right side. Beautiful job by the Stockdale defense. Read it perfect, had a man in his face, and still hung on for a great, great play. Read perfectly out there by Carver Tippett.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're in cover two. That play should never work against cover two because you're already seeing it. You're going to be there in the flats anyway. But I like the way the Tippett closed in and made the play.
16-0, Clovis leads. 7:40 left in the third. Gatewood rolls to his left, throws, and it's incomplete, underthrown, a lot of pressure by that Stockdale defense, and that'll bring up a punt for Clovis. So they started off pretty well in that series, and it went dry awfully quickly.
Well, give credit to the Mustang defense. They did what they have to do, get them off the field, get the ball back, and come off with some enthusiasm. One thing you don't see from the Stockdale players is any enthusiasm. Contrast to the drillers. Even when the drillers are down, you see those guys jumping on the sideline, their energy's up. They have that belief that they're going to make something happen. Stockdale has plenty of time.
Well, that got behind Tippett. And will we see a flag on that late hit? Wow, a very late hit out there by Tyler Watkins. He leveled a Mustang, no call. And by the way, these officials are amongst the best. The Kern County Officials Association, they are as good as it gets, and they've got the big names with them tonight. We'll get to them in a few moments, let you know who they are. Alex Elidor leading the crew. One of your Bruins said, hey, make sure Brian gives us Bruins a bit of a plug, and we'll get to him in a moment.
Yes. And right there, Tippett, he's fair catching early unless they're telling him to fair catch everything. That low drive is a return ball.
Nice pass out here to the near side, and it's complete and caught out there by Corey Collins. So Collins getting it going. Passing game looks good here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and the difference on this one, his head's turned around early. Now he runs through the ball, catches it, and almost runs through the defensive back. Good job right there. You got a first down, but there is a flag on the play, Vance. Oh, a personal foul on the offense.
So we don't have the specifics of this call, but a personal foul on the offense. And we see the play unfold here in front of us. Nice play, but ouch. So the aforementioned Alex Elidor, the lead official tonight, given the call, and just like that, the Mustangs start off with a nice play and just goes backwards in a hurry.
Well, there's a discussion right now between Snow and Alex, and Alex is going to stand and let's get going and take those 15 yards.
7:13 and counting remaining in the third quarter. Clovis with a 16-point lead. Doesn't speak the whole story of how well Stockdale has played at times, but Clovis certainly capitalizing on their opportunities. Now we see Wood trying to get to the outside, and this Clovis defense doing what they do, stringing it out, attacking the football.
Vance, there just seems to be every once in a while Stockdale's able to bust maybe an 8, 10, 11-yard play, but they just haven't been able to get that big home run hit from the backs. And every once in a while, Clovis strings it out. Then one time they don't, and they cut up field. But Clovis is not giving up the home run.
That's perfect analogy. They haven't given up the long ball here. Up the middle for nothing on a 2nd and 25, and that's just going to make it an even longer third down attempt. All clogged up in the middle.
This makes it tough, too, when you're an offensive coordinator, Vance. You get a big play on first down. It's negated with a personal foul. So you almost have 25 yards to go on third down. There's just not many plays you have drawn up for that.
Flag on this play. We'll see what it is. Another flag.
I think it's going to be a hit on a roughing the passer against Clovis. So, but good pass right there, DJ. Way to stay in there for Allen and make the throw and take the hit.
Roughing the passer. So a little bit of good news for this Mustang crowd.
Yeah, clear cut roughing the passer, so they got those 15 yards back, and you see DJ coming up just a little bit gimpy right there, but he's a tough kid. I know he's going to come right back.
5:30 remaining in the third. Incomplete pass.
I'm going to tell you, if I'm a corner for Clovis, I'm going to jump one of those outs. And all I'm going to do is tell my safety, hey,
got me?
This is what I do with Jason. I'm about to jump this one, so just in case he goes out and up, I'll either PI him or just cover it for me. Because they're not doing anything else. They're running the same out. When they run a corner, they come off you strong and inside, so you know what route's coming.
Allen has his man, and it's caught out there. What a nice pass, nice play, good catch, and David Claiborne gets him a nice first down. Boy, that was exactly what the doctor ordered right at the right moment.
You know, when Claiborne comes out of the backfield, it gets easy catch. You know, and the difference is when Claiborne came out the backfield, he's not drawing 2 or 3 guys to him that are going to hit him and hold him like you're seeing sometimes with DJ.
Five minutes and counting as we dip below that mark here in the third quarter. It's a handoff to the right side. Oh, big pop right in front of everybody in a collective ooh as James Gilmore hits Adarius Rowell. So Rowell.
Yeah, Rowell, that's one of my kids in my camp. And here he goes right here. First a big block right there from Martin, and then he took out 2, and then a big hit on Adarius. And Adarius right there has to use his agility. That's where he has to make a stop, let him go by, and then accelerate.
Adarius Rowell at 5'5", 135. 2nd and 9. This time it's DJ. Martin plows his way up close to a first down. What a nice run that is, and the crowd lets him hear it.
You know, Vance, and like I said, give the Stockdale coaching staff credit. They haven't panicked. They're staying patient. They're only down 16, and they're getting back into the rhythm of what they do. Now they might sprinkle in one of those quick hitters on that pass, but they have things going again, and they have the Clovis defense off balance.
Out of the huddle early is Tippett. They give the ball to Wood. He strings out to the left side, makes a nice move, and that's all Anthony Wood right there on the far side. He was pretty much stopped.
He pretty much was, but Vance right here able to push through, run by one guy, and now he sets up the other defender with a little hesitation, move inside, gets him to stop, and he says, I can accelerate faster than you. He gets to the outside and picks up about 6 yards.
Second and 6. Clock is stopped. He was shoved out of bounds at 3:51. Here come the Mustangs. Need to get on the board right here. And the second running back grabs the football, and he meets a couple of big linebackers, and that was Wood.
All right.
No gain.
Now, I think, Vance, they need to really score before the quarter because the way they run their offense, it chews up a lot of time. So I think they definitely need to score before the quarter gets out.
Great point, Brian. Great point. Not a quick strike offense. They've got a good offense, and they've got a lot of weapons and a lot of talent, but they're not getting scores.
Now here's where you can run that out and up.
They hear, Brian, they do it, and there's flags all over the place. Who will it be on, though?
Oh, it's got to be on the defense because he's basically grabbing him and never looks to play the ball. But you never know. They might try to call something on the offender trying to work to the ball, but I think it's got to be on the defense, Vance.
And it is. Carver Tippett tangled up in there, and I saw Carver kind of throwing the defender around at the very end of it, and I was super scared they weren't going to call it on us.
And here's the out and up. Remember, they've been running that out. Now they go to the up. Remember I told you he tried to jump it, but all you do really is he was in good position because he didn't jump hard. Just turn and ride in the hip and then turn around and find the ball. But they will definitely take that yardage. And again, here they are getting close to scoring. You see right here from Carlos Engels, the out, he's going to go up. The ball goes up. and they're already having contact more than likely. And what you're seeing talking about Vance is Tippett trying to get him off to go back to the ball, but that time he's already been held.
What a nice big run this
Touchdown.
is. Will they say touchdown?
Say
Do they
touchdown
say
net,
touchdown?
Vance.
Oh,
The ball
goodness.
cut across the plane in possession. Unless they're saying his knee was down.
Well, the official was about to raise his hands and say touchdown.
You know, and I like Chisholm right here. He wants to score, Vance. That's all that is to it. He still has the ball. Knees down. That's a good call by the officials.
Great call. So,
can you guess who's getting this ball, Vance?
first and goal from the 1. Boom! Touchdown, Martin Stockdale.
And Vance, they're ringing the bell, and that bell hasn't rung all night long, but it's right on time for the Stockdale Mustangs. They scored with 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the third quarter. Still time for the defense to get 3 and out and get the ball back and maybe even score again. But I like right now what Stockdale's doing. Everything is settling down. And it looks like, Vance, they're going to go for 2.
It makes sense. He rolls to his right, throws one out, runs out of space. Runs out of space, so it remains a 10-point ball game.
You know, and there's the Stockdale brigade of cheerleaders. Here's a touchdown. This is easy right off tackle. There's no one home. And if there would have been, they weren't going to stop him anyway. They not one-on-one. He's going to bowl him over, make a highlight. And here they are going for 2. That's the earlier run when Chisholm got down to the about 1 yard line. Great run. Just great desire, and I just love how hard he's run. So they got 3 guys running. They're having some receivers start to catch the ball being thrown on target. Stockdale offense has come alive, Vance.
All right, shaping up for a nice fourth quarter, and there's still 2:49 left here in the third. So a 16-6 ball game. Coach Snow wanted to make it 16-8.
You know, and he really can go either way. He can go for 2, Vance, or he can kick the PAT. If he kicks the PAT, the 10 points wins the game. If he gets the 2, you score again, you get another 2, you tie the game. So either way, he's got to get 10 points now anyway. It just sets you up for a tie. If he kicks the PAT, sets him up for the win.
A lot of time left in this football game. 2:49 left in the third. 16-6. Let's see what happens. That football is going to carry into the end zone. 1st and 10. You're watching Bright House Network's high school football game of the week. We're in week 4. We're at Stockdale High School, where the home Mustangs are hosting the Cougars of Clovis. A South Valley, Central Valley effort tonight. And it's been a real good football game. I've enjoyed calling it. I'm Vance Palm. Right next to me is Brian Adams, of course. And we're up on the South Scissor Lift with Super Sammy. How's that for S's? Sound like the snake in the Jungle Book.
Well, Vance, I don't know what happened with Hartman, but he's right there on the sideline. He looks healthy. But they're going with Gatewood.
Hands the ball up the middle. Strong run out there for Marion Watkins. So Watkins
just right up the middle right here by Watkins. He just gets behind those big linemen and just follows the big fellas and gets up about 6 yards. Close out
Gatewood
on it.
2 or 3 tackles. He breaks. Finally gets brought down to the 40-yard line. So Gatewood just flinging it.
again, they're playing cover 2, so that corner should be in the flats a little bit up closer than that, making plays closer to the line like Tippett. You notice the difference on the other side. Tippett's making a lot of plays, Vance, close to the line of scrimmage. You know, when you're sitting over there, Vance, and you have another 11th grader in Andre out there, and he's just not able to close up fast enough. But as the season goes on and you get more experience as a junior, you'll start seeing him close that gap.
Marion Watkins on the carry. Very tentative carry for Watkins. Didn't look very confident in that run. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Gatewood. Tall, young quarterback with a strong arm and can run. Drops back. He gets flushed out of the pocket. We'll see what he wants to do. Has a man wide open in the flats, and it's caught. What a catch. Didn't have to make it so dramatic. He was standing wide open. Jake Poindexter was, but Gatewood flung it a little bit too close to the sidelines, and Poindexter makes a great play.
Well, Poindexter, he likes those hard catches, man. So it's a hard catch, he makes it. Look at him lay out right there. Then when one is just a routine catch, it makes it a little difficult for himself. But great job of catching the ball. And Gatewood has a little bit of a rocket on him, Vance.
They're going to run to the near side. And he gets out of the way. Look at this. Garrett Olson. Touchdown, Clovis. Garrett Olson ran down the line of scrimmage, stayed tight, and then broke it.
And right here, Vance, the hole opens up, and he goes untouched for the touchdown. And you can't even see a silver helmet in the picture. You know, you got to be asking if you're Stockdale, where's my safety, a strong safety? I couldn't see which side he ran to, but where are my secondary players coming up?
The snap, the hold, the kick. And for what it's worth to our local audience, probably not much, but that really nice catch that was made early to set that up was actually McKay France. It was France that made the catch, not Poindexter. So whatever that's worth, that big long catch set up the nice run afterwards as we see this as Brian calls it out.
You can see right here just a big hole. The corner's not able to close. I don't see a safety. And then he's just running away from guys right there, so that's just not a good sign if you're Stockdale. You just score, and in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and basically in 2 minutes, Clovis comes right back down, Vance, and gets the score right back to where it was.
23 to 6.
Actually, up one more than that, 17.
Right. And this crowd had a little kick in their step. They were getting fired up on the kickoff after that Stockdale touchdown, and now it's going to be a challenge, no question about it. Now let's see what Clovis does now. If they'll continue to do these little short kicks and continue to give Stockdale really good field position, or now with this 17-point cushion, will they boot it?
Well, you haven't. I mean, they got to stay with their formula. They really believe these guys can return one on them. I don't really see them kicking one off again to them. But I've been wrong, Vance, and I could be wrong on this.
I doubt it, partner. Another fair catch, this time at the 30. But the third fair catch for Haddad.
And I'll tell you, Haddad is getting a lot of work out there, Vance, on his hands team work.
Ryan Haddad. Here's a look at that big play.
Now watch Gatewood. He really fires that ball out there, and just a great dive out there and catch by France.
And as you mentioned, France dropped a lot of easy ones and then nabs that tough one. Set everybody up. All right, here come the Mustangs. Wood, hard run to the 34-yard line. Gang tackle, ball pops out, but it's already dead.
Yeah. They blew the whistle, and it looks like 44, and that would be once again Chisholm. And it's almost the same play. They were just scored upon, and there's just nowhere for him to go. The Cougars have done a good job of gang tackling and closing up the holes.
Oh, it was Chisholm. My fault. Thought it was Wood. Don't know if they'll get this play off, but the way they run to the line of scrimmage, they probably will. 11 seconds and counting. They do get it off. They're going to go to the air, and it's incomplete, and that means they'll get another play in this before the end of the third quarter. And we see Will Sheldon, one of the big linemen, pleading his case with the officials.
You know, right there, DJ gets hit at the line by Nick Ortiz, and then he's just gets that timing off Vance just a little bit, where DJ can get out and get that ball in space and turn upfield and make a big play.
Under 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. 23-6 is the score. The fake pitch. Allen passes into big trouble. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is before we go to break, if we go to break. So the Clovis coach is irate with the officials, thinking that their men did a great job in double coverage. But let's see what the call is. It is against Clovis, and the Clovis staff really can't believe it.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Good play fake. It really wasn't open, but let's see what they're... I didn't see anything from that one. And I know Alex is going to kill me on that when he sends me an email.
That'll do it at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back. They start the fourth quarter, and Mustangs still have a shot here as we show you this last play before we go to break on Bright House Networks.
Maybe he's saying when 3 went up, he bumped the receiver. I don't know, but that's not much. Hold on, I think they're going to run one play.
Are we going to go to break? Let's see here. The clock is set at 12. So it's first down. They haven't switched sides of the football.
I guess you can't end a quarter on a penalty either.
So if it's the beginning of the fourth quarter, wouldn't they switch sides? Or do they just get a free play, no time?
Yeah, I'll ask Alex about that, and we'll have it tomorrow.
If this clock starts, I'll be really confused.
Oh, there he goes.
All right, so that's a nice first down. So that will end the third quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 Stockdale when we come back on Bright House Networks Bakersfield.
At Bright House Networks, we don't want to be seen as just a cable company. We hope to be considered a friend, the kind of friend who's in your community, helping out where and when we can, and who can make rainy nights in better than a night out. The kind who lets you conquer worlds from your bedroom and bring old friends together even though they're worlds apart. That's just the kind of friend we are. Bright House. Hello, friend.
I'm Amar, and I'm responsible for IT operations of 25 healthcare clinics.
I'm Paula with Bright House Networks Business Solutions. We have an entire team standing behind Amar, ensuring he gets the exact dedicated fiber services he needs.
We're ahead of the curve in healthcare with our electronic medical record system. We send information everywhere, even internationally. Our patients' care depends on guaranteed uptime, and that's unique to Bright House.
Bright House Networks Business Solutions, where business gets personal.
All right, Brian and I were perplexed, flummoxed, and dealing with consternation, figure out what happened. But here we go. It's the start of the fourth quarter, and they're going to say incomplete we saw that catch or interception be made right in front of our eyeballs. So that was an interception.
Broussard better be real careful yelling at the official like that.
Well, we start the fourth quarter off with this play right here. And Allen throws it up for grabs.
Now let's slow it down if we can see if the ball ever hits the ground. Because I don't think that's an interception.
Ball never touched the ground. That is an interception. And Stockdale gets another chance. This time it's Wood.
I'll tell you this, Vance. I mean, they talk about what a great runner DJ Martin is. He's a vicious blocker, Vance.
Was a great athlete. So you can expect that from him. So the Clovis coaching staff right now not really enjoying the Kern County Officials Association, but we are. And there's an inside slant, and that time DJ Martin laid another big block on some Clovis Cougars, but one of them got through.
But that just took too long to develop, Vance. I mean, right here, you can fake in the handoff there, then you can almost like a little option play.
Boom.
And then Anthony's just not able to get past the penetration.
Nick Ortiz, and this brings up fourth down. And the Clovis crowd really getting into it now on a 4th and 10, and this is going to be an early nail in the coffin if Stockdale can't make something happen here. 4th and 10. Flags everywhere. And it might be 4th and 15.
Well, fans, you know, one thing, there's always this old thing in Fresno and Bakersfield. The Fresno fans think when they play down here, the Bakersfield officials call everything our way. And when we go down to Fresno, people are saying, oh, you know, when you go to Fresno, you got to beat them because the officials are going to kill you over there.
Well, we know that we have the best officials in the Valley. 4th and 15. Allen drops back. Stockdale in trouble. Fires one down the sideline. This is going to be up and broken up. What a nice play that is. And that, again, is C.J. Broussard.
He's a solid corner, Vance.
Sure is.
You watch his positioning. He's in perfect position. He turns and finds the ball, bats it away with the left. And what I like about that is he probably could have turned and picked it. But if he picks the ball, it's going to be down at the 10, 12-yard line. But by knocking the ball down, the Clovis offense gets the ball at the 47-yard line. Great heads-up play.
Here come the Cougars back on the football field. For the offense, it will be, again, Jake Gatewood. And it's out to France. France catches it, brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Vance, right there, Gatewood just throws the ball a lot more oomph on it and on target. But good job there also, Vance, by Devin Kelly, because he did a great job of coming off around the block and still able to make a tackle on a play that could have got a lot more yardage.
Nifty bit of running here.
Oh.
And some power at the end by Marion Watkins.
Like I said, Vance, nifty, just moving in the hole, making guys miss, running through a tackle, and then he kind of tries to put his shoulder down as they go face to face, and then two Stockdale players hit each other.
First and 10. Now Clovis looks like they're just feeling it now.
Yeah, and you can kind of see the defense right now for Stockdale is not playing with that same effort and energy And it's almost like their spirit has been wilted by this Clovis high offensive line.
Jake Gatewood, quarterback the entire second half. Play action. Now he tosses it out to the big fella. And when I say the big fella, I'm talking about Nick Nevels at 6'4", 245 out there on the receiving end of this. How's this?
He catches advance, and you're a corner. Good position, but this is almost nothing you can do with a big guy like that. Good job, though, of getting him down.
Who's the big kid plays for the Patriots? Gronk?
Oh, yeah.
Gatewood fires out to the left side. It's handled. It's caught. Big hit at about the 3-yard line to keep him from getting into the end zone. But that is Garrett Olson, and Olson's had a fine evening.
Right there to Olson, he does a good job of catching the ball and trying to get up for the touchdown. And Hartman, I think, is coming back in now on the offense, Vance. Or maybe not.
Now they've got all kinds of stuff going on. Adrian Salas takes the snap in the Wildcat and scores a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah, that's not the Wildcat. That's just when you got one guy back, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just hike the ball back, and we're going to take 10 blockers and open up a hole.
That was pretty much West High Ryan Matthews offense.
Yeah, remember that? Call a pass play just so they can get out the way.
High snap, brought down, put up, and put through. So Clovis in complete control here.
And that'll be 30-6.
In a game that started pretty well for Stockdale, in a first half that had a lot of opportunities, things kind of got sideways with some turnovers. And then the beginning of the second half, the third quarter, they came out throwing the ball very well. Allen was just pitching it around, making some nice plays, and they just kind of started getting it going. And then, boom, right away after their touchdown, Clovis came right back and scored again, and then they've just pretty much taken the reins from there. And it's 30-6 with 8:45 remaining.
And there's not really been much that Stockdale has shown that they can score quickly and in bunches. And Vance, here's your kickoff. I know you're not liking this kick the ball off to the 30, but I guess he's figuring, hey, they've only scored one touchdown. It's working. I'm not going to stop it. Because it just doesn't seem like he's going to give these two guys a chance at all to run the ball back.
Well, if Ryan Haddad comes down with the fair catch, that may be a record. 4 fair catches for the same young man, number 18. He's right in front of us at about the 35-yard line. Well, a little bit further this time, and this is going to fall in that little gap, but it's going to be returnable, we think. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Doggone it. So when it rains, it pours. Adarius let it kind of just slip out of his hands and go out of bounds.
Yeah, what he didn't do is he didn't really attack the ball. He kind of just waited, thinking it's not going to come back. Then he just kind of just didn't have his body in front of it like a shortstop, Vance, taking that big hop. He was kind of angled off, and it just went off his shoulder pads and out of bounds.
8:40 remaining. Stockdale breaks out of the huddle. They're going to go to the ground. It's DJ Martin. Martin still on his feet. Gets to the 20-yard line. They're down by 24.
Well, Vance, got 6 yards there and down 36, and the clock is ticking. You know, Stockdale's got to keep fighting, though.
They go to the air, and it's Wood. Wood gets out of bounds. All right. Speaking with someone in the know for the Clovis sidelines, I guess Hartman did experience a concussion. So the quarterback for the first half did have a slight concussion. He's not going back in. So the fact is, Gatewood is a worthy backup, but I didn't see Hartman take a hit. Don't know which one it was, but he took a couple of big pops in the first half.
And there's a hit right there by Broussard. Who else? Well, I'll tell you, Vance, I think he did get hit late once. Somebody said, like, to the helmet, to the head, got hit to the head. Maybe that was it. But, boy, isn't it good to know if you're Clovis, your starting quarterback comes out and your backup's probably
Fumble! Oh, boy.
Probably played even better than your starter.
Well, in the art of full disclosure, it just so happens that I happen to know Hartman's father. And his dad, Russ Hartman, was a stalwart lineman for the Fresno State Bulldogs and a great Fresno State Bulldog. And I just happen to know him from business in the Grapes. And that's his kid, RJ. So he said he's doing okay. He's clearing up. Big hit there as well. Fumble!
Well, Vance, you said when it rains, it pours. This
Clovis.
third and fourth quarter, Vance, have been a monsoon.
The wind that we experienced have brought in some stormy weather. Pow, what a hit. Chisholm coughs it up. And doggone it, Clovis is going to have the football in the neighborhood. 7:02 officially as they snap it to Salas again, and Salas trying to find some room on the left side.
Well, I don't think Gatewood is hurt, but I guess they're using now. They're saying we're going to work on something different.
Wow, Clovis going to take a lot of good away from this game tonight, Brian. I mean, Hartman's dinged up. I'm sure he'll be okay. Now they go the old pitch pass, and it is knocked out of bounds. So coaching staff of Stockdale not thrilled with the play call.
Well, I don't blame them, but you know what? If I'm a player, this has got to get you pumped up and say, you know what? We're not letting you score from here. You're just going to put in formations and just do anything you want? No, we're not doing that.
Third and 8. Now Gatewood is back in, who's had a great second half. He's in trouble. He flushes out. He might run this thing in if he can get in. Drawers the shoulder, and from here it looked like he got in. Maybe they shoved him out. Probably going to be first and goal from
He's calling his heavy team back in.
6:07 remains here in the fourth. Salas again. Salas hit hard at the line of scrimmage. A big
I
hit.
think they're marking him down, and great stop right there by Stockdale.
Wow, a Big stop. Great job by the Mustangs. We see it here in the initial hit. I can't get the number. I didn't get the number.
I think it was Ortiz, Vance.
Delfino Romero was one of them, and that's a nice stop by the Mustangs. You said it best right there. It's all about pride right now. You're not going to just do anything you want.
You know, you're going to come out and run full house backfield with your big guy getting blocked for your biggest back.
Then
you're going to come out, then you're going to pitch pass on us. I don't think so.
Nice job, Stockdale. McGrath runs the play in. 5:58 remains in the fourth. 30-6. And Martin runs strong, picks up a first down. That's a beautiful run by DJ.
You know, Vance, I just like the way the young man runs. He just runs hard. He gets up, just says, hey, let's go again. Just very powerful runner and just doesn't just show any fear of anybody.
Fumble!
Oh,
Fumble!
Man.
DJ coughed it up. Doggone it. Had another great run going. The ball just popped out of his hands. Tons and tons of turnovers tonight for the Mustangs.
Yeah, right here. Great cut. Here's the power. And then that ball just got a little loose, and it's like it did earlier, and he kind of just hits his pad and pops out.
Slipped out.
Let's see what offense Clovis comes out with this time.
Oh, man. It's going to be Gatewood in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Brandon Barnes. Haven't called his name yet tonight. So Barnes gets the carry. So Clovis seems pretty deep.
Well, now Clovis is getting some guys in that don't necessarily get to play. So now they're going to come out and, run the ball or get an opportunity.
2nd and 3. Gatewood in the shotgun. Barnes again with the handoff. The left hash gets the first down.
And they said, Vance, first down. And right now, if you're the defense for Stockdale, it's just about pride. It's like, hey, we are not going to let them score, and they're not going to bring in guys that don't play and throw the ball on us.
1st and 10, 4:50 and counting. Gatewood hands the ball off to Barnes again. Flag on the play.
I'll have to see what the call is. It was on the outside, so let's just see what's going on. As Alex gets the information, he'll make the call. And looked like probably the receiver took off early.
Brian, what about your UCLA Bruins? What in the world?
Well, Vance, sometimes just the coaching change makes all the difference in the world. And not so much from player personnel, but the mindset that the players play with. And I think one of the things we're seeing with the Bruins, and we talked about a little bit, Vince, I said how he was very tough on kids. Not showing up to workouts on time. If you're not going to show up, you're not going to play for him. He didn't renew a couple of scholarships.
Wow.
So he set a tone early, and he's saying that the Bruins are going to be a tough bunch of kids, and we're not going to just go get pushed over by people. But we'll see this week how they respond against Houston, a team that they're supposed to be better than. So let's see what they do.
Big win over Nebraska last weekend. So Bruins starting to make a little noise. Hey, how about SC Stanford? A lot of people saying, it's going to be a blowout. I don't know. That culture at Stanford is in place now.
Yeah, the culture is in place. But, you got Luck. 2 tight ends were professional players.
Yeah.
And places like Stanford, it's a little harder for them to just have guys in the fold waiting to go.
Nice play, dangerous pass play if it was a close ball game, but it's not. So they're airing it out now on a 2nd and 12. And that'll bring up 3rd and probably 8.
Right there, like you said, Vance, about 3rd and 8. But again, these guys, if I'm the corners, you're pressing and you're supposed to be hitting them anyway. I'm chucking these guys real hard, Vance, on the outside.
3rd and 8. I think Gatewood's probably going to run this thing. No, he hands it off. And it's a touchdown by the Cougars. They just keep coming, and that's Jai Rositas. So Rositas scores a touchdown.
Vance, and that's 36 now. And basically, where's the here we go again. Where's the safeties at coming up the field? That should be an easy play for safeties right there, Vance. The running back cuts inside. You're thinking right now, I'm cleaning everything up when you see that back cut up like that. And it was a slow developing play, but nonetheless, the Cougars are scoring again.
PAT is good, so 2:59 remains in the football game. 37-6 is the score. Cougars come to play in a big way.
Yeah, they have, Vance, and it just seems like once Stockdale scored, it really woke up the Cougars because they've gone now 21 unanswered points. They're dominating the game on both sides of the ball. Like you said, your friend Russ, you hate to see a kid get hurt, but it just seems that Gatewood has the offense running at a little bit higher octane, a little more efficient. And for Clovis, that means you have 2 legitimate quarterbacks, and you're going to need throughout the season because they play in the track, a real tough league. So great job right there by the Cougars. Give their staff credit. They've answered. Once it looked like Stockdale's getting back into the game and had a chance, they've shut everything down.
Both Gatewood and Hartman are juniors. So for Clovis, good things ahead. For Stockdale,
well, they got a list of juniors. That's almost all 11s. But here's where if you're DJ and then you're Darius, you want to move up. He hasn't tried to punch it over your head anyway. Move up so you have that area. See that between that 30 Vance and where they're at on the 2 or 1 yard line, he's just going to try to punch it in the same spot again.
That's a great point. Come on up, fellas. Grab this deal. Run it back. And as we say that, now they kick it to the 5, and it's going to be Martin looking for some room. Martin gets free. Fumble! Stockdale hangs on to it. Oh, man. His teammates are going over to just pump him up. Tell him, come on, you're our guy. Just one of those nights.
And what he's doing really is he's running with the ball too far away from his body, and that's why the ball's either getting poked out or he's losing it. He's not having it tight in the body that you see a lot of backs today run like.
So DJ comes out after a tough night, and he just incredulous. Can't believe it. Just one of those things, it just happens. One of those nights happens.
When you play long enough, it happens to the best of us.
Yep.
It's just going to be nice. The ball doesn't go your way. Remember, Tiki Barber was having those, was dropping the ball a lot at one point. So it just happens.
Rowell Speedy young man.
You know, see, Rao gives you a different mix. He's able to change directions, has good vision, a little bit quicker than the other backs. So, you know, they like again, you know, when Rao comes in, this is your fourth back, and he's able to make plays. It just shows you how much depth they have at that position, Vance.
Looking forward to the future of this Stockdale Mustang team. It'll be nice to watch them, watch their season unfold. It's preseason. They're playing a really good Clovis team. We'll see how they react. We'll see kind of what they're made of next week as they rebound.
And I think that's exactly it, Vance. How they react to this and rebound and come back next week.
Howell takes the ball, gets hit, and gets pushed back. Nice job by that Clovis defense. And, hey, I'm not on the Clovis bandwagon at all, but they look pretty good.
You know, I think they've played very well tonight. They've done a good job on defense of containing the running attack from Stockdale. There'll be a lot of numbers by the Stockdale players in terms of how much they've actually will have gained in the yardage, but they never really let them get into the scoring zone, and when they did, they shut them down except for the one time they scored.
And the reason I even bring it up is because this is for our local teams to know that they're down the road. You know, they're down the road. This team is going to be there in November.
And they're going to be a very dangerous team come playoff time.
Right. And it's Wood, and Woods had a nice game tonight. He gets knocked out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:18 remaining.
You know, like you said, Vance, he's had a real nice game, made some real good plays, ran the ball well, ran it strong. You know, like you said, there's a lot for Stockdale to be excited about.
Our director tonight, Bernard Johnson, our senior director. He's the wisest of them all. If you can read between the lines, Kern County. Zachary, the Godfather Flores, with us this evening. There's Super Samsonite up with us. I'm on TV. It's unbelievable. Brian's right next to me. Dave Farnes, cool, calm, collected Dave is with us. And also Carlos Anguiano. They go to the air deep in the game, and it is, oh man, through two defenders' hands, and it also drops out of Clayton Marchant's hands. So with 44.9 remaining on the
good throw right there by Allen Vance. He does a good job getting his feet set and puts the ball out there. You can't ask for a better throw than that. But one of the things, Vance, too, you talk about the difference is Stockdale has, I think I counted 15 seniors or 13 seniors. There's 23 seniors for Clovis. So, that makes a difference, too. So, like you said, there's more of a future hope for the Stockdale Mustangs, and those kids are the juniors. They played on JV, most of them, and they were undefeated last year.
Tomorrow night, the Holy Bowl. Garces and San Joaquin Memorial. Corey Costello will be taking my place as I'll be calling Bakersfield College football on Renegade Radio. And Rowell gets another attempt at it. And that's going to do it, Kern County. A 37-6 win for Clovis. On behalf of everybody at Bright House Networks, thank you for being with us. Have a great weekend. Good night. God bless. Clovis wins.